So, what's the secret sauce that separates the good professionals from the truly great leaders? It often boils down to just one critical skill: how well you communicate. In this explainer, we're going to dive into how mastering this can literally put your career on the fast track.
75 to 90%. Just look at that number. It's a huge range, right? But believe me, this single statistic is a total game changer once you figure out what it actually means for the people at the very top of their game.
Yep, you heard that right. That's the amount of time leaders are spending on communication. We're talking the vast majority of their day. So, you see, this isn't just some soft skill they list on a resume. It is the absolute core of what it means to lead.
And the proof is in the pudding, really. Professionals who can communicate with confidence and clarity, they just go further, faster. And the key thing to get here is that this isn't just about becoming a better speaker. It's about taking control and actively accelerating your own success.
I love this idea because it's so empowering. If you've ever had that thought in the back of your head like, I'm just not a natural communicator, I want you to throw that idea out. Communication is a skill. It's something you can learn, you can develop, and you can start getting better at it, like right now. Okay, so let's talk about what this looks like in modern leadership. Because things have changed. It's not about just barking orders anymore. The real skill today is grabbing people's attention and inspiring them so they want to take action. It's a huge shift from command to genuine influence.
So, if influence is the name of a game, what are we really talking about? What do impact and influence actually mean? Because before we can get better at it, we got to be crystal clear on what we're aiming for.
And here it is, plain and simple. It really comes down to two things: persuasion and inspiration. First, can you convince other people to get on board with your idea? And second, can you light a fire under them to actually do something about it? That combo, that's the magic right there. That is impactful communication.
All right, let's get to the good stuff, the practical part. We're going to build out your communication toolkit. Think of these as the essential tools you can pull out for any communication challenge you run into.
First up in our toolkit, the 3 C's. You've got to be clear, you've got to be concise, and you have to be compelling. Now, this is not about winging it. It's the exact opposite. It's about being so prepared that you know your stuff inside and out. When you do that, you deliver a message that screams credibility and expertise.
3 to 5 seconds. That's it. Seriously, in the time it just took me to say that, someone has already formed an opinion of you. It is lightning fast, and honestly, it matters way more than most of us think.
So, how do you take control of that tiny window of time? Well, it boils down to 2 key things you can totally prepare for. First, your presence, how you dress, how you carry yourself, and second, your opening, the very first words out of your mouth. If you nail these 2, you set the stage for everything that comes next.
And it doesn't stop after those first few seconds. Your body is constantly talking, sending out signals, things like eye contact, a genuine smile, nodding along, even just your posture. All these little things come together to project this aura of confidence and openness, and that happens before you've even gotten to the core of your message.
Okay, now for a tool that is, I swear, the most underutilized secret weapon in communication. We get so wrapped up in what we're going to say next that we completely forget about the other half of the conversation: listening. And I mean active listening. It's not just about waiting for your turn to talk, it's a strategic move.
And this quote from Stephen Covey just nails it, doesn't it? We must listen to understand and then to be understood. See, the goal of listening isn't just to hear words. It's to genuinely get where the other person is coming from. Once you've done that, then you can shape your own message so it actually lands with them.
And that brings us to tailoring your message. Think about it. You would never talk to your company's board of directors the same way you talk to your direct reports, right? Of course not. For the board, you're all about the big picture. This new initiative is going to boost Q4 revenue by 15%. But for your team, you're getting into the weeds. Okay, team, our goal is that 15% lift. Here's the game plan. Sarah, you're on development. It's just proof that one size does not fit all.
Okay, so we've covered the what and the how. But now for the most important part, actually putting this stuff into practice. Let's switch gears and talk about what you can do next, like the minute this is over.
Let's start with a little self-reflection. I want you to take a second and honestly ask yourself this question. What kind of impression are you making in those first few seconds? What vibe are you putting out there? Just being aware of it is the first giant step toward controlling it.
And look, let's be real. Becoming a communicator who truly has impact doesn't just happen overnight. It takes hard work, it takes practice, and it takes planning. but you have to think of it as a necessary investment, an investment in yourself and your future.
Because, and I'm not being dramatic here, the stakes are incredibly high. It is not an exaggeration to say this is one of the few skills that can literally make or break your career. It has the power to either launch you forward or just hold you in place.
So here's my challenge to you. Don't try to boil the ocean and do everything at once. Just look back at that toolkit we talked about, the 3 C's, first impressions, body language, active listening, tailoring your message. Pick one, just one of those to consciously work on this week. Which one is it going to be? Go do it. Your career will definitely thank you for it.